Hi guys, thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel. I'm enjoying a cup of coffee right now, and if somehow you could come out of the screen and push my hand, what would you expect? Obviously, you'll expect some spilling. And what would be the reason for that? Most of you would say that because you came out and you pushed my hand and I made a spill, right? I think it's wrong. The coffee will spill because there is coffee in this mug. If there was milk in this mug, the milk will spill. And that is what anger is. The topic we are discussing today is anger. What is anger? From where does anger come? No one wants it, but all of us face it. We all have it. So from where does it come? For that, let me take you a little back when you were just born. Every child, when he is born with a super conscious state of mind. In that state of mind, he has only two emotions. One is anger and the other is love. You give the child what he wants, he loves it, he'll flap his hands, he'll smile, he'll ask for more of it. If you don't give him what he wants, he will cry, he will create mischief. That's his way of showing anger. With time, what happens is that a child is conditioned by the family, the circumstances around him, and he's taught to suppress these emotions of love and anger according to the situation around him. So what happens is that as we are growing up, there's a lot of pent-up anger in us. And that anger is on very small, trivial issues. We don't get a particular toy, we don't get a particular food, we are made to wear a color by a mother which we don't like. We are made to meet a person whom we don't want to meet. And all these things are termed as social conditioning. But what it does is that over a period of time, this anger gets pent up. Your cup of coffee gets full. So a small trigger and the coffee spills out. That is why anger comes out. And the worst part of anger is it comes out at the most inappropriate times, at the most irrelevant places, with the most unwanted people. So your boss reprimanded you on some issue, and you go out and reprimand your junior. You had a fight with your husband, and you are unreasonable with your neighbor. You had a long wait on the red light, and you don't speak properly with the shopkeeper. So what is all that? That is all when the small angers are getting pent up inside you, and they find an outlet, which are not related. So anger has to be looked at with the concept that it is not something that is happening at that moment. It is happening due to a trigger, but as a result of getting pent up over a long period of time. And this is not the place where you want a vent for your anger, because these are unrelated. Now what happens is that gradually your cup of coffee with your boss gets filled up. And then comes an occasion where you're with your boss, a small trivial incident happens, and you just lose it. All of that pent-up anger, which has been there for a very long period of time, it comes out. That's what anger does, if it's not given a vent. Gradually you start getting isolated because you have anger issues. You must have heard a lot of people saying, oh, he has anger issues. So what are those anger issues? Those are issues that you become famous because of your infamous cup of coffee. That's metaphorically speaking. You must have heard a lot of times when people say that, oh, that person has a very short fuse. Actually, what they're saying is he has a very small cup of coffee, because over a period of time when anger has been pent up, your patience wears out. You start having an outburst over trivial matters. The coffee is getting filled into the cup way before what it used to be a couple of years ago. Now, what's the solution for all this? Obviously, the first thing is that you need to recognize that there is anger, and there is anger which has been pent up. So you need an outlet for that. And an outlet for anger does not mean that you have to shout and scream. I can still tell you that I'm angry with you, but still be polite. And that is when I'm conscious about my anger. So what I'm asking you to do is go towards a conscious state of mind where you are in control over your emotions and your thoughts and your actions. What's helped me over a period of time is meditation. So what does meditation do? Metaphorically speaking, it increases the size of my cup and it reduces the coffee. So it's a two-way win. It silences your mind. You become more in control of your thoughts. You know and recognize the triggers which cause that anger. And guys, remember one thing. The only person who is harmed by anger is yourself, no one else. It has huge psychological and physiological implications. High blood pressure is one common thing. And anyone suffering from high blood pressure because of anger issues knows what I'm talking about. And it's not very difficult to get over anger. Just reminisce your life over a period of time that how many small things in life you've compromised with. If you can, start doing the small things which you've always wanted to do. That will give you a very positive vent for all those pent-up feelings of lack and not being able to do what you wanted to do. And it's never a good or a bad time. You can start doing it now and here. So I just want to end up with this, that anger is something which can absolutely destroy you. It can destroy your family, your society, and the first person it destroys is yourself. And the only person who can correct it is yourself, no one else. And thank you for watching my YouTube channel. I'll be coming out with more content, and please leave a feedback. If you liked it, I would love to hear from you. This is Vineet. Thank you again.